Good morning, Bay Area. Are you wondering if you can still find affordable housing here locally in our market? And you're frustrated because you don't know whether you can actually jump from leasing into becoming a home buyer? Well, this morning today, I have a guest here from Envoy Mortgage, our Kelly Murphy. Welcome, Kelly. This is Jay Malis, your broker here at La Rosa Realty, California, and we are going to be talking to you about a wonderful way of you to become a home buyer or a homeowner in our market and stop paying somebody else's mortgage. So let's get started. We're going to be talking about what we call in the market a BMR. Kelly, can you explain to our viewers what a BMR means?
It basically just stands for below market rate unit, which means that you could purchase in an area where houses will go for typically $1 million and maybe you're purchasing it for $400,000. The cities provide those as part of their affordable housing plans.
Okay, and does it have any requirements for example, for income? Is it open to any buyers out there?
So they do have to be first-time home buyers. There are income restrictions, however, since we're in the Bay Area, they're pretty high. Usually for a family of four, in most cities, you can go up to around 120,000, and in cities like San Francisco, it's almost 200,000. So don't think that you fall out of it depending on your income. Just give us a call, and we'll go over that with you and see if you can qualify.
Are there any restrictions about how big my household is? Like, for example, if I am a single person versus I have my household is 4 or 5 plus.
So on most of them, what they require is one person per bedroom. So if you are a 3-family household, you can purchase up to a 3-bedroom unit. You can purchase if you're a single person, and then the more people that are in your household, the higher income threshold that they use.
Okay. The other question that I have is this type of development, is it open to all the counties right now in the Bay Area, or is it just like, for example, usually we see this type of inventory in Oakland markets or in the Contra Costa market? Can I find it in Santa Clara? Can I find it in San Francisco?
So it's becoming more popular because the governor's put in place some steps for cities where they have to provide affordable housing.
Okay.
However, just to give you a few places that currently do a lot of BMRs, San Francisco, Emeryville, Berkeley, Dublin,
Wow.
Pleasanton, Oakland, Walnut Creek, Concord, Los Gatos, Morgan Hill, and there's plenty more. So if you're wondering if there's any of these, you can reach out to you, have them give you a call, and we can look them up and see what's available.
Oh, wow. And you mentioned that this is strictly for first-time home buyers. So what qualifies me as a first-time home buyer? Because we know that there was a lot of homeowners that lost their properties, that has been displaced, and are tenants right now for over 2 or 3 years. Will they qualify technically as what a first-time home buyer means?
So first-time home buyer is just anybody who has not owned a property in the last 3 years. So if you owned back in 2013 and you lost your home, then you would qualify now.
Okay. Any restrictions, for example, if I do have a foreclosure or a short sale in my record, can I still
As long as you qualify for a loan, then you would qualify income-wise for the BMR units.
Okay. And can any first-time home buyer actually qualify also for down payment assistance with this type of unit, or is it either or?
So in some cities, they offer down payment assistance with the unit. So San Francisco is one that does a really good job on that. In other cities, they just have the BMR and you would use conventional financing with those. It really depends. So again, they just want to reach out and see what they would qualify for and what their options are. Okay. And if a BMR unit doesn't fit for them for one reason or another, they might be able just to use the down payment assistance, and that would be able to get them into affordable house that's a regular sale.
Got it. So BMR typically is a conventional financing?
Yes.
FHA buyers?
No.
No. What about VA buyers?
Not typically. It's usually a conventional buyer, and they usually require 3 to 5% down, which can be gift funds.
Okay.
So that's one thing to keep in mind.
Okay. And then the other question that I have, the type of property, is it a single family, condo, townhouses, or is there a mix of both?
There is a mix.
Okay.
In San Francisco, it's primarily condos. However, Los Gatos, Walnut Creek, and some other areas do have single family units.
Okay. And then what about, let me think about what else can a buyer would ask. when it comes to lending or finding financing for this
Yes.
type of units, are they specific lenders
Yes.
that work with the BMR projects?
So BMRs are typically a little bit more controlled for financing, so not every lender is going to do them. You want to make sure that you work with a lender who has done them and closed them successfully and does them on a regular basis. Most of the housing programs will have a list of that, or they can reach out and hopefully that's something that we'd be able to help them with.
Okay, great. So you heard it from Kelly Murphy at Envoy Mortgage. Thank you for joining us this morning. So any questions about BMR, any questions about lending? Remember, buyers out there, it's very important that before you go out shopping, you know exactly what choices are there for you for lending. If you qualify for grants, if you qualify for down payment assistance, what type of inventory can you put your hands on? And remember, every inventory basically is matched to a type of financing. So knowing what you can afford and knowing what type of lender is attached to it is going to make you a more successful buyer when you are writing those offers and when you're aiming for the property that you want. So talking to a lender, just such as Kelly, can help you with all of that.
And it's important to work with an agent who's familiar with those as well, especially an agent who's familiar with how to work with first-time home buyers. There's going to be a lot of questions. You're going to spend a lot of time together. So definitely reach out for any of your property questions.
Thank you. And like I said, here in La Rosa Realty, we have agents that speak more than one language. We have agents that speak Spanish, that speak Farsi, that speak Chinese. So anything that you guys need, please give us a call. We are educators. We're not only real estate agents. So for us, it's very important that you get engaged and have the right information to act properly. So with that said, thank you so much for joining us. Again, this is Jane Manisa, La Rosa Realty. And remember, we are in Los Angeles as well. So any real estate needs local here in the Bay Area or in LA, we'll be happy to help you and assist you. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.